first of all, how's your shoulder?
It's good. Going into the last parts of our rehab, so up to throwing pretty good distance right now. So we're real excited about it and optimistic. So ready to just start throwing 7-on-7 and see where it's at.
When do you think that will come? When will you start throwing to teammates?
The first week in July.
Okay.
So yeah, real excited about that. I get to stand out there and sit with the the freshman quarterbacks and help them through it and read the defenses, kind of like I was doing in the spring. So I feel like mentally I'm there. I just have to go out there and get physically there.
So right now that's what you're doing in terms of the volunteer workouts, just kind of
Yeah. I mean, I'm
mental reps again.
Yeah, just running the whole offense, the whole operation of it, and sitting back with those freshmen and teaching them as much as I can.
So when you throw right now, I think you guys got a clearance and you're able to throw in front of Coach Warner. Is that correct?
Yeah, we did. The NCAA granted that Coach Warner could be out there to watch me, just so my mechanics stay the same, so that I don't re-injure myself and things like that. So that's been really helpful for us.
And so how are the mechanics? Are they different? I mean, have you had to work on things?
I think they're a lot better than last year. With the shoulder injury, my release got longer towards the end of the year, and my mechanics were really bad towards the end of the year. So I think they're a lot better this year.
So when you throw with Coach Warner, how far are you able to throw right now?
Right now we're up to 40, 45 yards, and then throwing on the run a little bit now. That was the next phase of my rehab. So my strength's good from there. So we feel good about it.
And how much are you feeling pain right now when you throw? What's that like?
No, not at all. I haven't felt pain for a while now. It's just getting in the weight room and strengthening that arm up that I didn't get to work on for 6 months.
So what were the initial stages of rehab like? I mean, what was painful for you?
Just moving. I couldn't lift my arm up very high. So the first couple months of rehab was just kind of moving it like this right here and rolling it. So, we've came a long way since then.
What did you get out of the mental reps in the spring?
Everything. I think it slowed the game down for me so that, when I get out there and I'm physically doing it, the game's going to be slowed down. And, I think I'll be a lot better with the ball this year.
What goes into being better with the ball? I mean, obviously, I'm sure you want to cut down on the interceptions.
Yeah, that's just being a smart football player and not taking those chances that – I did last year. I think maybe with the shoulder injury, it may have helped me a little bit this year as far as not wanting to take that chance. And, I'm excited to start camp and start throwing and, improve on that decision making and, go out in the fall and be a better quarterback.
Where else would you like to be better?
I think the leadership, I've done a really good job this summer of being more vocal. I know last year I wasn't as vocal as I should be sometimes, but I think this summer I've done a good job of being vocal and being the leader that SEC quarterback should be.
Now, when you stand and look at the freshman quarterbacks and help them right now, I mean, what do you see in the new guys on campus?
Yeah, I think they're really good. They're both really competitive, so that's always what you want in a quarterback, and I like to see that with them, and they're always eager to learn. Sitting in the film room, they're asking questions to me and things like that. So just to see them being competitive, eager to learn, I think that'll take them a long way.
What do you see in the new receivers that are here?
Oh, they're smooth. Derek and Laquan are really smooth. All of our freshman guys are good. The running backs and things. I looked at some of those running backs to play this year. So they just have to learn the offense, and we'll see in the fall camp who the players are.
How important is it for you when you are cleared in July to start throwing those 7-on-7s and get back, I guess, and develop some chemistry?
It's important, but I think at the same time, I know those guys, and I know the offense. So 7-on-7 is a lot different than playing real football, and you have people coming at you. So yeah, it's important to be out there, but at the same time, getting those mental reps are important too.
Bo, a year ago you were in a pretty heated competition for the job, and now you come back, you're established, you're the Connerly winner. I mean, how have you handled, I guess, the spotlight that goes along with that? I mean, a lot's changed for you in a year. What's it been like?
It has changed, but it hasn't, because, people are wondering, last year they were wondering if I could play in the SEC. Now they're wondering if this shoulder injury is going to allow me to keep being able to play at that level in the SEC. So it hasn't changed. I still think that I have things to prove, and, I'm still playing with the same chip on my shoulder as I've always played with. So, not a lot's changed for me. I still know that I have a lot to go out there and prove.